You've probably felt it, the pull to check your phone even when you know there's nothing there. That pull isn't a personal weakness. It's the predictable result of learning principles deliberately engineered into the device. Let's diagnose it with the tools from the last chapter. Recall the most powerful schedule of reinforcement, the variable ratio schedule, where reward comes after an unpredictable number of responses. It produces the highest, most persistent behavior of any schedule, and it's exactly the schedule built into social media. When you post something and check for responses, the payoff is unpredictable. Sometimes many likes, sometimes few, sometimes none. That uncertainty is the whole point. The very gesture of pulling down to refresh a feed mirrors the lever pull of a slot machine, and it triggers the same thing in the brain, a burst of anticipatory dopamine, the reward chemical firing. Not when you get the reward, but in the hopeful moment before you know. Then layer classical conditioning on top. The chime or buzz of a notification is a neutral stimulus until it's paired again and again with the small social reward of a like, a comment, a message. Through conditioning, that sound becomes a conditioned stimulus that pulls your attention automatically, triggering an urge to check that's genuinely hard to resist, even when you rationally know the notification probably isn't worth it. Research even shows that simply having your phone visible on the desk drains your attention and working memory. Part of your mind is occupied resisting the conditioned pull, leaving less for the task in front of you. So the difficulty you feel isn't imaginary, and it isn't a character flaw. You're up against systems designed by people who understand reinforcement schedules and conditioning extremely well, deployed to maximize the time you spend engaged. That raises a serious ethical question this book doesn't dodge. Is it acceptable to use the science of behavior to engineer compulsion in users for profit? Reasonable people disagree, but the question deserves to be asked plainly. The empowering news is that understanding the mechanism gives you leverage. If notifications are conditioned cues, you can remove the cues, turn them off. If variable ratio reward drives compulsive checking, you can change the schedule by setting fixed times to check. You can't out-willpower a slot machine, but you can redesign the conditions you're operating in. Games take these same principles even further, sometimes into territory that looks a lot like gambling. That's where we go next.